Yo, yo, fam, it's me, it's Nico. I'm back for another episode. And guys, multifamily is not for everyone. This is a long and grueling marathon. It is not a sprint. It's for those people that are willing to endure years of hard work with little, no, zero negative returns. You got to sacrifice things, and loss is going to happen, but loss and challenges will make you stronger when you come out on the other side. So, are you ready for that? Guys, you know me. I'm Nico. I am a multifamily investor, host of this podcast, the Small X podcast. My mission is to arm you guys, those of you that are willing to swing your axe every single day, knowing that building a lasting empire takes dedication, grit, and resilience. So today I'm going to talk to you about what it really takes to succeed in multifamily real estate. And this is not for the faint of heart. It is for the hungry, the disciplined, and the relentless, those that are willing to put aside their wins for now to get the big wins later. All right, real talk. You're going to lose money at some point, just like me, $60,000 gone. You're going to work hard for years with little to no return, or maybe even negative returns if you're losing money. And you know what? If that doesn't scare you, then hey, you are in the right place because I'm here with you. Okay. So we're going to talk about a very steep learning curve. So when we're competing to buy buildings, buy apartment complexes, this is not buying a single family house. This is not buying a duplex. This is buying 5 units or more, commercial multifamily. You are going to be competing against people that are in this game or have been in this game for years or decades, people that have been through market cycles, changes, challenges, ups and downs, swings, etc. People that have already lost a lot, people that have come back, bounced back, rebounded, learned a lot, educated themselves, and grown. The reality of this is that there's going to be a lot of setbacks. There's going to be a lot of sleepless nights. It's going to be nights where you're working your butt off. If you're working a W-2 like me, you're going to be doing a lot. Mornings, lunchtimes, afternoons, evenings, weekends, for sure. You have to work. You have to build up your education. This is for people that are hungry to grow and succeed, not today, 5 to 10 years from now. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of it. Some of you know my story, some of you don't, and that's okay. My story is one where I started with zero money, and now I'm still not really getting anything. I'm not really receiving any returns. 5 years later, 6 years later now, but I put in the work. I now own 70 apartment complexes down in Lakeland, Florida, in one area. And it was through grit and determination that I got this. Now, is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on how you look at things and how the returns are for you. I'm not getting paid, guys. Okay, so typically there are a few ways to get paid on multifamily deals. Either you get equity in the deal or you put capital in that's going to get a return for you. So basically, I have no capital in my deals rather, I do have capital in the deals, but it's very minimal. And the capital came from acquisition fees. So when we structure syndications, which is different than a joint venture where you're working with your friends, family, or partners, right? A syndication is where we raise capital from limited partners, limited investors. These people are not doing work, you're doing the work. We typically assign fees. The main fees are acquisition fees, which you get paid up front, typically anywhere from 1% to 3% of the purchase price. And you have to split that with your partnership team. So let's say it was $1 million, 1% will be $10,000, right? Of the $1 million building, and you have to split it between 5 people. You get $2,000 essentially per person. It's not much. You typically want to roll that into the deal so that you have skin in the game, number one, and so that number two, you can earn a return on that $2,000. But again, so another way to get paid rather is through asset management fees, which I'm not taking. I don't take asset management fees. I don't take a disposition fee. All I take is the acquisition fee up front so I can roll some money in the deal and have equity and skin in the game. Very important for me. Now, I'm not getting paid any cash flow other than the return that we get or the dividends that we push out for our investors on my $2,000. So let's say I'm only earning 3% on $2,000, or even, hey, let's call it 6% on $2,000. That is $120 a year, guys. What is that, $10 a month? Not worth it, right? But eventually, with compounding this money and rolling it back into deals when we double it after 5 years, right? That's the goal. If we cash out, we double that money, put it into more deals, gain more equity, and hopefully grow that. And that's what this game is about. This game is not about getting rich quick overnight. And if you think that you are going to get rich quick overnight, don't get involved. Please leave this for the people like me that are in this for the long haul and looking for a true wealth generating vehicle. This multifamily is a wealth generating vehicle for those that stay in for 10, 20 years, not a fix and flip. Yeah, you can make money off that, but it's taxed very differently, which we're not going to get into today, than a multifamily passive income or getting income from rents. Okay, very different tax repercussions. What it takes to get started, guys, you got to commit to the journey. So I'm telling you right now, it is not going to take a year. I'm telling you, it is not going to take 6 months. It might take years to start seeing any returns, and that's okay. If you are understanding of this and still willing to jump in, let's do it. Throughout this time period, you have to educate yourself. I preach this, guys. I feed this to my network, to my friends, to my students. You need to indulge in education. Educate through books, podcasts, mentors, networking, YouTube, however you consume information, do that double time and then do it more. You need to educate constantly. I have not stopped my education and I will never stop my education. I am a lifelong learner. And if you want to be competitive in this space, you need to be a lifelong learner. Somebody will run you over 10 years from now. Get involved, get deeply involved in your education. You got to build a team. Start networking with people to talk about what each person will bring to the team, bring to the table, whether it be capital or skills or both, and make sure that not everybody has money. So but make sure that they have something, some sort of skin in the game, something that's going to keep them working hard, working towards the same goal that you have. Do not just accept somebody on your team because you like them. You need to pick people that have complementary skill sets, not the same skill set. So if you are the underwriter, you need to find somebody that's a boots on the ground that loves to be on site. And if you don't have any money, you need to bring massive value to a team. And that could be doing the legwork, doing all of the work, finding the deal, closing the deal, asset managing the deal. You need to really put the time and the effort in if you don't have the money. Guys, you got to take calculated risks. Learn how to mitigate losses here. So you're always going to lose some money. You're going to lose out. You're going to make mistakes. It's part of it, and it's okay. I don't want you to not jump into this game thinking that you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Who cares? Move on. You're also going to win if you stick with it. So here's the quick recap of my $60,000 loss. We had a team of 5 people, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 people. And we got a 20 unit under contract in Tampa. Put money down, hard money down, $50,000, mistake number 1. And we had to close in 30 days. Mistake number 2, we only had one lender working on it. They could not get the deal done for us in that 30-day time frame. We ended up asking for an extension from the seller. They would not grant us the extension. They took the $50K and sold it to somebody else for the same price. So they just got some extra money. Very clever on their end, and people are very clever out there. So be careful. So why are we doing this? Why are we going to stick with this game for 10 plus years? Well, with all the work that's going to be involved, with all the headaches, with all the loss that we're going to see, with all the risks that we're taking, well, 10 plus years from now, if you have enough equity in enough deals, that can set you free. So I always talk about backing into your financial freedom number. If you need $10,000 a month, you need to have anywhere from $2 to $3 million invested in deals working for you. And if you don't have that capital today to put in, you need to get equity in deals that is worth that amount. And it could take you 10 years, and that's okay. It could take you 10 years to get maybe 20 deals that have $100,000 to $150,000 worth of value that is then paying you that return on that value, whether it's cash or not. Obviously, within those 10 years, you're going to be recycling money and capital. Let's say your first deal earned you $50,000. You recycle it 5 years later, it then earns you $100,000 5 years from that. The mindset is take equity in deals if you don't have capital, or invest your capital if you do have capital. Take the profits from it, reinvest it. Whenever you refinance or sell, you take it and you roll it back into another project or the same project or building something else. And that capital then builds and builds. And once you have $2 to $3 million working for you at a 4 to 8% return, you're going to be financially free. Sounds simple, but it's not. It's a lot of work, a lot of risk involved, and a lot of upfront labor and labor intensive stuff that you see me doing every single day while I am still working my W-2, as well as a side hustle working at a restaurant, as well as coaching. So you got to step up your game if you're going to compete with somebody like me, especially in the market that I'm in. I know every single deal. You need to know every single deal if you're going to compete. Not any deal is a deal. Okay. So I look at deals every single day and I say, and I provide feedback every single day, like I did today. Some guy, he's got a 12 unit in Tampa that he's looking to dump because he doesn't have any other properties there. He's got 3,000 units in Fort Myers, but he doesn't have anything else here. So he can't scale. He wants to dump it for $2 million. I told him I'm at $1.2 million and we will talk another day because that's not happening. You never know, though. He might come down to my price point. So stick with it, stick with the game, know your things, be lethal with your information, be deadly with all of the knowledge that you have in a specific market and everything that you have to offer to a team. Okay. So if you're still here, that means that you have what it takes to consider jumping into this game. Okay. That doesn't mean that you're going to be successful right away. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be rich overnight, although you can make some money today. But stick with it. This means that you made it to the end of this episode, a very quick, brief episode. I just wanted to hit you guys with some quick information and knowledge and reality, okay, that this is not for everybody, but it is for a lot of people. Okay, team, so if you are still here, it means that you at least maybe have what it takes to get involved in this game. Don't sleep on yourself. Put in the work, put in the effort, start networking, start educating yourself now. Start investing. That may be with your own money, or it may be with equity and deals. Provide absolute value to others, and you will see that value hit you back in return. Spend the next 10 years doing this, and you will see your life change dramatically. Guys, reach out to me, DM me, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Adios. All right, and that's a wrap, Small Axe community. So I wanted to take a minute to say thank you so much for listening to the show. And if you liked it or got any value from it, it would really mean the world to me if you would share it with someone else and write a review. Remember, guys, keep sharpening those axes. Let's get out there. Let's crush it. Love you guys.